Welcome back. We're still talking more about children, and this time we're talking about harnessing their talent and potential. And one organization, church, the Redeemed Christian Church of God, City of David, they're a Papa family. They're doing something unique, and they want us to know about it. And so let's welcome Abimbola Ozoma, who is representative of the GCGT. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Good morning.
And Nkiru Olumide Ojo, also a representative of GCGT. And GCGT is God's Children, Great Talent.
Right. Good morning, and thank you for having us.
Let me start with you. What's this all about?
Okay. God's Children's Great Talent is a credible platform that has been created. It was actually birthed out of our City of David, but owned by the entire Papa family at this time. And what it is we really just wanted a platform where children could come to express themselves, children could get their talent developed, and also get rewarded for that.
Okay. So they can express themselves,
Correct.
And in turn they get rewarded.
Yes, but I think it's more about developing their talent, more than it's a reward, just so that we're not driving the wrong behavior. So it's more about developing their talent. So what it is they come through talent competitions in 5 categories. In the category of singing, playing musical instruments, whether it be a drum or a guitar, and then spoken words. Sister Bimbo, have I left out any other?
Did you mention singing?
Yes,
Yeah.
singing,
Okay,
drumming, spoken word.
There's
So in all of those categories, and what it is you come through a series of competitions, competing along over 2,000 children in this edition. And then we're now down to the 10 finalists.
Okay, these children are from the RCCG or from every other denomination?
Okay, that's a good question. So when we started, these were just children from the City of David. Then they became children from all of RCCG. But now there's actually just children. So just come from wherever you come from. You can come from Trem, from House on the Rock, whatever church you belong to. Yes, as far as you're a child.
Okay, is there an age bracket?
Yes, over the years, it's been open to children aged between 5 and 18. But this year we actually extended it slightly to 20, I believe. Yeah. So it's open to children aged between 5 and 20.
Okay, this is the 6th edition.
Correct.
What has the journey been like from the first edition to now?
Interesting, I would say. I mean, we started from what they would typically call humble beginnings. It started off from the City of David, which is our local parish. And I think it was localized there for about 2-3 years. And then we extended it to the Apapa family for another 2 years. And last year, it was the whole of Nigeria. I mean, well, it was expanded slightly. And this year, we've opened it up to the whole of Nigeria. Last year, it was extended to our churches within Redeemed Christian Church of God in the UK, Europe, and the US. So over the years, it's gotten bigger and better.
So how do you now gather all of this? If you're saying children from the US, from the UK, what is the criteria? What do you look out for? How do they come into it?
Well, it's typically, like I said, it's, I mean, the age definition is there. So if you're aged between 5 and 20, you're eligible. If, I mean, up until this year, it was restricted to the Redeemed Christian Church of God. So those were the main criteria, for
So for instance,
competing.
if my child wants to be a part of it, is it that, and I'm living in the UK, we have to send video, for instance, of her singing or something?
Well, yes, we did a bit of that, but that came towards the latter stage of the competition. So what we did was we ran the competitions in the different regions. So in Nigeria, they would all congregate in Lagos, okay? In the UK, the base was somewhere outside London. And then in the US, I mean, they would have the auditions in their different states. And then we chose a particular location. That was Maryland, for the semi-finals. And then the winners in the different categories would then come to Lagos. They then came to Lagos for the regional qualifier and then the grand finale.
Okay.
I mean, the grand finale has always held in Lagos.
Yes.
Okay, and now, sorry, Nyota, we are talking about the 6th edition, and we have people that have passed through this. How has this changed their lives?
Oh, okay, that's a very key question. We really have remarkable stories of changed lives. I remember one of the winners for last edition is a young girl who lived somewhere, I think, around in Apapa, who walked all the way from Apapa at the time to the location where we were going to have the qualifier because she had no funds. Now, since she won, she has released an album, a single, which was done last year. Her life has taken a great turn. You know, I say to them that one of the highlights of my being in GCGT is just, so I see this rough diamond when she comes. And literally when she's performing by the grand finale, I'm thinking, my goodness, was that her? Because we don't just put you in front of cameras, we groom you. We do a lot of grooming in your skills, but also a lot of grooming so that you have a strong base. So grooming with leadership skills, grooming about behavior, just grooming in social and personal development and spiritual development, of course, so that you come out a more complete artist.
Okay. I was going to ask that question, but since she asked it already, so let's look at what's happening this year. The grand finale is on the 30th, right?
Yes.
Where is it happening?
It's happening at the Echo Hotel on the 30th, and the doors open at 4 p.m. and it's going to be
Monday.
Yes, on Monday. So please bring your children. I heard you mention your children, so make sure they come. Bring your friends. It's always, I mean, it's always a great watch. There's always great entertainment, great performances. We have brilliant judges, and the children, you know, are really phenomenal. Really great to watch.
Okay, so let's talk about those you respect. And
Okay.
I see Uti, Machuku, and a host of others.
Yes. Well, they've been part of the journey. At different times, you know, they've helped in either, I mean, they've participated as either judges or in just grooming or encouraging the children. One of our great partners happens to be Sarah Bolos, you know, of SPAN. And this season, we've had the likes of Eniton, you know, acting as judges. In previous seasons, we've had T.Y. Bello, we've had Joke Silva.
So we've had Jeremiah Gang as well.
Yeah, you know, quite a number of them partnering with us.
Benjamin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about the highlights for this year.
Okay.
Something unique.
Okay. So, you know, I have to separate it and tell you what I think is a personal highlight and what is the overall highlight. I'm very excited. So one of the highlights would be a performance by the alumni. And, you know, typically people have this competition and everyone goes off. But we've got a strong alumni base because we've got an academy. And so the alumni would be performing. They have a great production coming up. And we were also expecting Kobams. Kobams Asuko will be performing. And also, along with this, would be the performances from the individual, I mean, obviously, the individual 10 finalists, which is always a delight to watch. Always.
This is going to be
Sounds
televised.
interesting.
Yes, it's going to be televised, and we'll be showing on Dove TV. We'll be showing on DSTV, Africa
OHTV
Magic,
as well.
and OHTV and Wazobia TV.
Okay.
And hopefully Channels TV.
And of course, it's going to be streamed live as well.
Will they be live? I mean, this 10,
Yes.
who's going to decide? Is it the judges or are the viewers going to be given an opportunity to be part of the deciding?
Good question. So you're going to be voting. You're going to be voting. All the contestants have numbers. So the audience have a full participation and rights to nominate the winners. And then the judges as well are also going to be allocating scores along the identified.
If one was going to
indices.
vote, I mean, they're sitting back at home, they want to vote on that day, what would they be?
Okay, so there are, I mean, short of showing my iPad.
So what number would they be texting?
There are different numbers for the different contestants. And then each contestant has his number. And then what you need to do is then vote for the contestant.
Vote via
text,
Twitter,
via SMS.
text messages,
Just
email.
via SMS at this time.
Okay, if someone wanted to be part of this grand finale,
Okay.
I mean, someone who hasn't heard about this before and just wants to be part of the grand finale in preparation for the next edition of the program. How do they get more information?
We have our website, so they can go to the website. And I guess part of the reason why we're here is, to create the awareness as well. So they're hearing about it. So to know more about GCGT and what it's all about, they can go to our website. And of course, we invite them to join us on Monday at the grand finale. Admission is free, so everybody is welcome. Parents, children, and all. And shortly after we wrap up the grand finale, we would start preparations for the next season. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
talking about your website, you've not mentioned it.
oh, sorry, it's www.gcgt.org.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And are there any phone numbers to reach out to?
Yes, there are quite a few numbers, and
They're
that
on the
would be
website.
on the website.
On the
as well.
website as
Yeah.
well. Okay, I'm looking forward to that day. What are the incentives that the winners will be getting back? Is it just the winner that gets a prize, or all the others get
Everybody
some
that
form
comes.
of packages?
Our sponsors are typically there, to give out goodie bags to those who attend, especially the children. One of our key sponsors over the years has been Cadbury Bonvita. So they're usually there, to give out free drinks. There's several of them. There's several, and they give out things to the children who come. Now, for those who participate, the grand prize is 5 million naira, both in cash and talent development as well. And then there are other, other consolation prizes. So it's great fun.
Do you take them, for instance, the winner, and help you? You mentioned one of them,
Yes.
Having
Yes.
an album. Do you still help them outside of all of this?
Yes, we definitely do, and in two ways. I mentioned just the winner from last year. 2 years ago, the winner from last year would be launching her album, her single actually, at the grand finale on the 30th of May, which is a Monday. And then also what we do is we've got an academy, and what the GCGT Academy does is just groom them. We bring in professionals from different places, and they groom them in different skills. They groom them in each of the identified skills, and they also groom them in social and personal development alongside leadership.
This excitement you have, I'm sure the head of the Papa family is also, Pastor Iliomade, is also sharing this.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
It's exciting. We hope.
We wish you a wonderful
we
grand
going to be
finale.
there? We'll try.
We'll work out being there. But
We look
What
forward
time
to
is
it.
you?
We expect to kick off at 4.
4
So we
p.m.
would like everyone to be seated by 4 p.m.
We'll see how that goes.
Okay.
We'll wish you well as you
Thank
go for
you.
the grand
Thank
finale.
you.
I
Thank
think
you.
Thank you so
on the
much.
30th at the
Yes,
Eco
Monday,
Hotel
4
for
p.m.
4 p.m.
Yes.
and gate fee is
Free.
absolutely
FSC. Very free.
if you want to-
VVIP,
Very
VIP,
free.
very, very, very
free.
VIP.
And if you want
free.
more
It's also an
information, you
outreach.
go to www.gcgt.com. Thank
.org
you.
or .com?
.org.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, .org.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
Thank you so much. We've been speaking with Nkiru Olumide Ojo. She's a representative of the Gas Children Great Talent. And of course, Bimbola Ozoma. Thank you for coming
Thank you
this
so
morning.
much.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. We'll go on a break. Just stay with us on Sunrise.